Yeah, 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 yeah. Obviously, I had to restart, this live stream. It was bugging, something was going on. Obviously, I had to put on the shades for this live stream. I was feeling lit, I was feeling like it, so, I was like, let me put on the shades and that, or whatever. We here, we live. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But anyway, fam, we're live. And so obviously, what is up, people? Your boy Nasa Kid, the hidden legend, and I'm back again. Well, we're not going to really figure out wasn't always tune in. So 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 for the particular live stream, you know, that I'm about to do in it, I want to go deep. I want to go super deep. Speaking truth right here. Just keeping it real, and yeah, like I've been looking around, and obviously this is my opinion. Strictly my opinion. You can disagree or agree, whatever. I don't blame you for it. If you're on my side, you're on my side. If you're not on my side, well, that's you. That's you, innit? But I can only speak my own mind, and I can only speak for myself. And I'm just gonna say how I feel really. And yeah. But anyway, I'll be looking around. You know, I'll be listening to what's going on in the world, so on and so forth. And added that onto what I already know, because I'm just smart in it. Like I know a lot, about what's going on, and I do my research. I do my research all the time, so it's not like I don't know anything. But I do that. So I be looking around and I be thinking to myself, these are questions we asking myself like, why, you know, why are we so shocked? Like, why are we so shocked? Honestly, like, what's going on, this and that, you know, and nothing has really changed, really. That's exactly what comes to mind, each time I hear what's going on, blah, blah, blah. Nothing has really changed. Like, the way I see it, like, nothing. Like, it has always been this constant cycle of everything when it comes to news, when it comes to, this happening, this happening, this, that. Nothing really changed. Now, obviously, there are differences, from now. Obviously, this is 2022. Like, we have, you know, there's a lot of advantages that we have that current generations don't really have, which I will reveal later on in the live stream in the video. But apart from those things, like nothing has really changed. Like it's kind of been like everything's like it's just been how it's always been. And obviously, I picked a couple of things, maybe um, three things in fact that I feel like hasn't really you know there's no difference in my eyes. There's none. And yeah, like let's get straight to it. Let's not waste any time because obviously I'm not trying to make this live stream too long. I'm just trying to make it brief and I'm just trying to get straight to the point so my message can be understood by anyone that's watching this. So just sit back and listen to what I have to say. So first thing, things that first thing of why nothing has really changed as about right now is music. Music. Yes, music. And this is so controversial because yeah, I've spoken about music so much on my channel. Like I have a whole playlist speaking about it. Go watch my videos from last year, me, diving into, hip hop, talking about, whether hip hop music is dying, blah blah blah. I've spoken a lot, giving you my own opinion, my own feedback from my own knowledge of music, backed up with actual facts as well. Because obviously, when I give you facts, I have to back up as well. Sometimes it be just being Sometimes it just be my opinion, sometimes it be actual facts, but I have to back up too. But anyway, to get back to my point, like I'm when it comes to like music, I know what I'm talking about because I'm already in it. Like you already see me at dance and rap and all that. So yeah, but anyway, like people like I've been seeing so many debates on social media, TikTok, YouTube, people talking about music's just getting worse. It's getting more satanic, it's getting more evil. It's just terrible. It's a terrible period for music, and it's garbage, whatever, whatever, whatever. And people, they say what they want to say. Well, I mean, who am I to really judge that? You know, what can I really do? But really and truly, like, no, like, you might as well just say it's always been like that. Like, that's the way I see it. Like, music hasn't really changed at all. Honestly, like, it hasn't. Like, really need to do your research. Like, go back, go back, like, to when music was actually like people really were even listening to music. Like, go back. I'm talking way back. I'm talking 1930s. People want to talk about all this rubbish about this the music is a bit too sexualized, blah blah blah. Which is it's not always good as well. Like obviously, like it's not always good. But what I'm saying is that it's that's always been a thing. Like there's always been artists that always done the extreme. Like every generation has had that. Every and all you have to do is just go look up. Like literally go right now. Go look up 1930s dirty music right now on YouTube. You'd be surprised. Like even back then, they're going deep. They're going so deep into like whatever like they were talking about. They were so free with it. Like go back, like honestly, like go back and watch it for yourself and tell me, compare it today. I think back then it was a little bit more dirty than now. Like honestly, like that's how it was. And that would be my argument. Really, I'm just saying that nothing has really changed. Like to be honest, that's what I'm saying. Like nothing. Like there's always been like that narrative. There's always been artists that always done this. Like Prince, for example. Like obviously Prince is a big icon. Everyone knows who Prince is. You know, um, people always wear the Purple Rain shirts today. Legend. When it comes to music, but even him, like even back when he was making music, it was a very explicit. Like I had to go watch it myself, and I was like, Prince was really like this. Like Prince was out of pocket. His costumes, his fashion. Like this is a guy wearing high heels. Like this is a guy wearing high heels. This is a man with a beard wearing high heels, wearing wigs, whatever, wearing earrings, nose piercing, all that. It's- And yeah, just the stuff like that. And his music videos, like the things he would sing about, you know, he was really into it. Like this is Prince, and he was making music. Like obviously, he's not alive now, but he's making music like years ago. We're talking 30 years ago, and it's like people are forgetting that. People are forgetting that even back in those days, artists like Prince. I know there were many artists similar to Prince that were making the same type of music. That it was explicit, and it was like it was over the top. It was so exaggerated compared to now. And I know that as a fact. Like, obviously, let's talk about the latest, craziest music video. Obviously, you have Lil Nas X with his, video he made last year. That was crazy. And let's not lie, like, a lot of people were angry saying that, oh, Lil Nas X and this and that. Which, obviously, come on, like, any logical person knows that, the video wasn't really, yeah, well, it wasn't really the best. But even if, like, come on, like, he's not, let's not pretend like he's not the first to ever. Like that's the craziest like out pocket video I've ever seen. Like no, like let's not pretend that. Like there were always it's always been artists that were always over the top, like David Bowie. Let's talk about the rock stars. Let's not forget about them old school rock stars too. That wearing all wearing all of the freaky clothes and that. Like, come on, like let's not forget about them as well. Like, let's not like people like wake up. Like nothing has really changed. The music in my eyes hasn't changed a lot. Like even rap. Let's talk about rap. Like even rap. Like obviously rap. You know there are a couple differences. You know we're more aware. It's freedom of speech. Rap is more accepted by the culture because obviously back in the day it was just for black people, just for niggas. That's all it was for. Really, that's all rap was really for. You know, for this. But now it's like it's diverse, like different. Ethnicities are listening to it, and I like it. I like it like that. I just like seeing how much black music has evolved. But rap as a whole, like hasn't changed at all. Like there's always been, we always had rappers, we always had rappers that rapping, the truth, and that like I think the thing now is that when it comes to rap, when it comes to like that type of music, which falls back to my initial point surrounding music, is that that the good music's being covered. Like there is good music out here. Like there is, there still is, there's still the same type of music that was always there. There's still general type of music, but it's just covered. Like people don't really want to pay attention to it. That the more focus on the evil music, like people people don't realize that you do know you can do what you want, on YouTube. Like you do know if you see a video or music video that is satanic whatever or evil whatever, that's a very bold word anyway, satanic. That's a very, evil whatever. You do know you can easily like remove it from like your feed or whatever. Like you have the amount of freedom that us as viewers have nowadays is like it's on an all time high. Like we can do whatever we want right now. I'm stuttering right now. We can do whatever we want right now. Yeah, we can literally do whatever we want, and people not even taking advantage of it. Like so, yeah, like so when it comes to like music, like like let's not be surprised. Let's stop being shocked. Now, honestly, like anyone that's watching this live stream right now, or in a couple years from now, or in a month's time, whatever, I don't care. I don't even care. Like, come on, like let's not get shocked. Let's not get too shocked with what's going on. Let's not. Cause like nothing is like there's been freaky music. There's been freaky music. There's been freaky artists. It's always been like that. Doing the most in music videos. Doing the most. Yes, the most. So let's not get too surprised if we see, another video like Lil Nas X's song like that again. And let's not get too shocked by that. Let's just know that it's the culture, and it's just always been like that. So that's my take on the music side of of things. It really isn't anything to be surprised about. So that's music. My second point of things not really changing, I would just say like the generation in general, like the younger generation, like the kids, like let's bear in mind like they haven't changed too. Like there's always been like I'm talking like not just the younger kids. I'm talking about everything like the whole like generation, like nothing. Like you still get like even in school, you still get your popular kids, you still get your losers, you still get the same type of character that's always been there. You still like I don't see there's no difference in it. Like there's none. Like like they've always been like there's always been people that have been doing wrong. Always. They've always been doing the wrong things. Like little kids from the beginning, from the young ages, they've always been doing that reckless thing. There's really nothing to be surprised about in that. There's nothing. There's nothing. Like we hear news about this. this kid doing that in this school. Like, come on, like let's not pretend like that has never ever 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 happened. Like, it didn't happen. And another short message, having this live stream is, like let's not let's not let, let's just stop being shocked. Like, let's just accept things for the way it is. Like, really, that's what we need to do. Like, let's just accept things for how it is. Yes, let's accept, that music's always been, we always had freaking music. Let's accept that. Let's accept that there's always been, craziness going on in schools and with little kids before the age of 10, smoking whatever, doing crazy things. Let's accept that. Let's accept that's always been happening. Always. Just go look, go watch the old movie, go watch the old stuff. Like, Google's free, like go search it up. Like, it's all, the articles are all there. They're all there. But the thing is that let's not pretend like it's not is this is something new. Nothing is new. Like, nothing is new. Everything's been repeated. Everything is being repeated. It is. Fashion. That's another thing. Like fashion, clothes, even clothes. Like, nothing's really changed. Like, obviously, like every generation has its own thing going on. But now, like, it's like we're going back in time now. Like, people are dressing up like the way they were dressing up back in the 90s, whatever. Back in the early 2000s. Like, I'm seeing it right now. I'm seeing bare people like right now, like dressing up like nostalgia, sure nostalgia, like behind me seeing the way these people be dressing like nowadays. Just go look outside, literally go look outside and you'll see. Like right now, like literally, I'm just, I'm saying what I'm saying in it. Like, I'm just, yeah. But obviously, I just want to dive into the differences that we have nowadays. Obviously, technology, of course, technology is playing a major role in the difference. Obviously, back in those times, like back when Prince whatever were making music, back when David Bowie's making music, back when those crazy rock stars were making music, the artists in the 30s and female artists in the 30s talking about freaky stuff. Back when they were making music, there was no YouTube, there was no TikTok, whatever. There was none of that. Meaningly, that's making a major difference into the way they were doing their thing. Obviously those artists have to go through a lot as well for what they were doing. Way, way, way more than artists like Lil Nas X nowadays have to go through because obviously they were like judged like on another level for what they were doing. Like, they had to be bold. They had to be bold. They had to be bold, like to do what they're doing. Let's not forget that. But mainly it's the technology. Like, technology is on another level now. Like it can't be compared. That's the only difference. That's one of the only differences from then till now. To technology. Like, technology now is on another level. Like, you can do anything now. Like, it's getting scary now. Like, I can't even imagine in the next 20 years what we'll be having and what we'll be doing. Honestly, like, that's one thing. Another thing is obviously, nowadays, things are getting accepted more, which, I'm gonna properly, explain in this video, but obviously you guys will understand what I'm talking about. Like, things are more like accepted more, like, same gender relationship, blah 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 than before. Obviously before if you were getting into that, it was an issue, but now obviously because people are speaking up more, especially like people like women as well, like they're getting like their rights, are being uplifted and so on and so forth. Things like that is contributing to a difference as well because if you look at past generations that it wasn't like that for them. But now obviously things have changed, so like yeah, yeah. So that's another difference, you know. And And another difference that I put was movies. To be honest, like yeah, that's probably one of the only main ones, like movies, that is the difference when it comes to entertainment. When it comes to like entertainment, not even sports. No, no, nothing's really changed with sports. If like football, basketball, the NBA, football, you know the World Cup, whatever. Like the only difference with that is obviously the only difference I can say with that. Say the pandemic in a way. That's like the only difference with that. With COVID and that. But that's like the only difference. Like nothing has really changed. Like nothing. Like honestly, that's the only thing with that. But that's sport. But let's move back to music. Obviously, let's not get off track. So like, I mean, let's go back to movies. Let's not, yeah, movies. Yeah, like there are differences like nowadays, obviously, because it all contributes to technology when it comes to movies. Obviously back then it was harder. The graphics wasn't that good till now, like the CGI. But that's the only one. That's the only one. So those are the only three differences. It's obviously the technology. You know, the rights in society, the voices in society. People speaking up more than before, and movies. Those are the only three that are different right now than before. But the rest is the same. The rest is the same. It's the same. Like there's no difference in it. I don't see no difference in the music, in the generation of how people normally behave or act. I don't see a difference in that. Little kids always been doing those things anyway. You know, there's always been the notorious ones in every generation that ruin a couple things, done bad things. Like there's always been bad things going on in the news and in the news, which isn't good at all. But I'm just simply saying that there's always been terrible things going on. Like nothing is really like different like that. Like the way they make it to be. Like, no, really. But yeah, but anyway, I just want to get into this last stream and really just explain like how I feel about this. That nothing has really changed. Like nothing. Like music, generations, always having, the notorious ones, the good ones, blah blah blah. You know, fashion. Like if I will going back now, people are dressing up like nostalgia's hitting them. Like they're saying, let me just dress up the way you were dressing up back in the day. Like people are getting nostalgia now. That, you know, the news that's going on, like that, nothing in that has changed. And the differences in that is obviously the rights, technology, and movies. Like that's really it. And yeah, this is just from obviously my perspective. You know, it's how I'm seeing it. Obviously, the video. Without watching this video, you can be on my side with this, or you can disagree. Up to you. But I'm speaking my mind on this really my platform, and yeah, and obviously short message. Nothing's really changed. It's simply that don't let's not get too shocked. Like let's just accept things for the way they are. Like let's stop having these filters about this and that. Like yes, like things have been evil. Evil's been here. Like bad things have been happening. It's been happening since the beginning of time. And if I want to, I can go biblical as well. Like if you read the Bible, like bad things are happening in the Bible as well. If you want to get biblical like that, yeah, we might as well. Like bad things were even happening in the Bible too. Even when Jesus was walking his earth. Just wanted to put that there, you know. Those I didn't know. But yeah, like, let's accept things for the way they are, and just stop being shocked. Like, let's not be surprised when another freaky video comes out. Let's not be surprised when we keep hearing these bad things going on in the news. This person gets stabbed, this shooting, whatever. Let's not get too surprised about it. Let's just accept things for the way they are and just move on. 'Cause, like, if we keep getting surprised about it, we're just going in a circle. So yeah, whew, yeah, that was just on my mind. And hopefully you guys feel me. You know, obviously like this video, like this live stream, share it to the whole YouTuber thing. And yeah, it's been your boy Nats, aka the Hidden Legend. I might come back tomorrow, with another live stream. At the moment, I'm not really able to upload like any, visualizers, any freestyles, any, dance videos. The storage isn't doing well because obviously I'm using my phone, for taking the videos. You know, it's not. I need more storage basically, so I'm buying more storage. So hopefully in a couple weeks time, I'll be able to give you guys, the class, songs and dance videos and visualize whatever. I'll be able to do that. And yeah, and when I do that, because it'll be a while, because normally, I always upload. I'm always uploading because I'm trying to build the channel. I'm always uploading, so I upload weekly now. At least bare minimum twice, 2 times a week. I'm uploading. So because a couple weeks maybe skipped when things go, when I get more storage, when I'm able to make more videos, I'll be uploading like way more. So be prepared for it. There's gonna be way more songs, way more freestyles, and later on I will be explaining the difference between a freestyle and a song. I will be explaining it later on, obviously during the week or maybe tomorrow. I don't know, but yeah. But obviously follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram. It's all down below. Follow me, and yeah, stay legendary. Stay legendary. NATZ, let's go.